Here are 4 ways to use this phrasal verb, back up. Number 1, it means to support. Say you got into trouble and now your family is there to help you, to support you. You can say that your family is backing you up. Oh, my father always backs me up, which means your father always supports you. He is always by your side when you have a problem or when there's something wrong. He always backs you up. He's always by your side. Now, number 2, imagine you and your friend are walking on the street and you see a monster. You run away, you run back home, and you tell your family, "We just saw a monster." And your family asks your friend, "Is it true?" And your friend says, "Yes, it's true. What he's saying is true," which means your friend is backing you up. In this sense, back up means to confirm that what someone says is true. So if your friend confirms that what you say is true, it means your friend backs you up. Now, number 3, it means to make an extra copy of computer information. Say you are typing a text and you want to be sure that you will never lose that document. What do? You back it up. You back up the document, you back up the files, you back it up. You make an extra copy, just in case. And now number 4, when you back up your car, it means you move your car backwards. Say your car is in the garage and you need to move it out of the garage. What do? You back up your car. You back it up. You back up your car and then you're out of the garage. These are 4 different ways to use this phrasal verb. What about you? Do you ever back up your friends? And also, can you think of any other way to use this phrasal verb, back up? Leave it in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more. You have to do the dishes, but you are tired, so you think, I think I will do the dishes later. I'll do it later. I'll do it in the afternoon, not now. In the afternoon, you think, okay, not yet. I'll do it at night. And then at night, there are piles of dishes because you said you would do the dishes, but you didn't. You put off doing the dishes. Put off. What does it mean? You put something off when you decide to delay an activity or an event. So if you put off doing the dishes, it means you decided to delay that activity. It means you decided to procrastinate. If you put off going to the doctor, it means you called the doctor and you said you couldn't go today. You are going tomorrow or maybe next week. You put off going to the doctor. Or say there was a meeting this afternoon and you decide to reschedule that meeting. You decide to do it next week or next month. You are putting off the meeting. You put off the meeting. What about you? What activities do you usually put off? Leave it in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more. You have a colleague that you just don't like. He is a difficult person. He is complicated. And actually, no one likes him. He is annoying. He gets you tired. But there's nothing you can do. It's your job. It's his job. You have to accept it. You have to tolerate him. You have to put up with him. Put up with someone. What does it mean? When you put up with someone, it means you tolerate that someone. It means you accept that unpleasant person. It's a difficult person, but okay, there's nothing you can do. You need to tolerate that person. You need to put up with that person. It could be someone, but it could also be something. If you have a lot of difficulties, but right now there's nothing you can do about it, you need to put up with them. You need to put up with your difficulties. Accept them. They are unpleasant, they are annoying, but you need to accept them. You put up with them. What about you? Is there anyone or anything you need to put up with? What is it, or who is it? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and follow for more. You and your friends had decided to play soccer on Saturday, but then Saturday comes and guess what? It's raining. You cannot play. What do? You call it off. You call it off. You call off the game. You call off the match, which means you cancel the match. You decide not to do it. When you call something off, it means you had to cancel that event because it is no longer possible or because it's no longer useful. Say you had planned a meeting with your colleagues, but after a few days before the meeting, you understand that it's not necessary anymore. What do? You call off the meeting. You call it off. You cancel. You tell them there will be no more meeting. It's not necessary. You call it off. What about you? Did you ever have to call off an event, such as a meeting or maybe a sports match? Leave it in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more. You and your brother like spending time together. You like to do things together. You have a lot of things in common. You like each other, which means you get along with your brother. Get along. This is today's phrasal verb. To get along, it means to have a good relationship. It means you like each other. It means you are friendly to each other. You like spending time together. You get along. You could say that you get along with your sister, or she gets along with her boyfriend, or you could just say that we get along. We can use the word well. We get along well, or we don't get along very well. Or you could even ask, how well do you get along? What about you? Who do you get along with? Do you get along with your sister, your brother, some friend? And how well do you get along? Leave it in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more. Talk out in 2 definitions. Number 1, you're married and you and your spouse have a big disagreement. What do? You talk it out. It means you discuss something. If you have a problem, you talk about that problem because you want to find a solution. You try to find a solution. You talk it out. You talk things out. This is one meaning of talk out, one way to use it. The second way to use it, when you talk someone out of something, it means you convince that person not to do it. Say your friend wants to go skydiving, and then you talk to your friend and you say, please don't do it, it's very dangerous. What if something happens and what if there is an accident? I don't think it's a good idea. Why don't you give up? Why don't you do it later, some other time? And your friend says, okay, you convinced me. I will not go skydiving. Which means you talked your friend out of doing it. You got to convince your friend not to do it. What about you? Did you ever have to talk your friend out of doing something? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and follow for more. Do you sometimes have the impression that someone at work thinks they are better than you? Do you feel like they look at you and they think, oh, I'm so much better than him. I'm so much better than her. If that is the case, that person looks down on you. This is today's phrasal verb, look down on. When someone looks down on you, it means they think you are less important than them. It means they think you don't deserve as much respect as they do. They think they are better than you. This person imagines that he or she is at the top, and from there they look down on you because they think you are lower. You are at a lower position. So they look down on you and they think, he is so insignificant. She is less important than me. They look down on you. They think you are not very important. So, what about you? Is there anyone at work or at school that looks down on you? Leave it in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more.